If you want a new product from Apple, well, it appears as though you're not going to have to wait that long, as rumors have been buzzing lately about Apple making its first product announcement for 2023 as soon as tomorrow, January 17th, according to leaker John Prosser. Now, before I get into everything, liking and subscribing, that is always nice and definitely appreciated, but I do want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below what you're hoping gets announced tomorrow. What are you itching to get your hands on for 2023? Also, I respond a lot faster over on Twitter or Instagram, so feel free to follow me there as well. All right, so back to the new products. The Mac Rumors editorial team is also able to corroborate this announcement that is rumored to take place tomorrow, January 17th, via a press release. And there are a number of new products that are coming this year, but ones that warrant a press release, well, those rumors kind of speculate and point towards new MacBook Pros, the 14 and 16 inch, and a new Mac Mini. The updated 14 inch and 16 inch MacBook Pro models are expected to feature the same design as the models that were announced back in October of 2021, with only updated performance thanks to the new M2 Pro and M2 Max chips. Now, an updated Mac Mini is also expected to get the new M2 chips and, of course, retain the same design as the current model. So while I do personally think the 14 and 16 inch MacBook Pros do make the most sense, along with that Mac Mini, because again, a press release drop usually indicates that this isn't a huge update, but mostly performance. But there was a conflicting report just last week that mentioned that these new M2 Pro and Max chips were delayed once again, even though they were slated for release in early 2023. Now, Mark Gurman mentioned that he now expects the new MacBook Pros would finally be released with those two chips by at least WWDC in early June at the latest. Now, of course, we do have the new Mac Pro that still needs to be announced, but we assumed that would be saved for an Apple event rather than a newsroom press release. I think Apple has a lot of explaining to do with that product. The new Mac Pro is expected to retain the current design, just like the other ones that I mentioned, but of course that's going to be updated with Apple Silicon, but then again, that's going to need some more explanation. We do expect modularity to be a theme and mostly done through PCIe slots, but upgrading things like RAM, like in the current model, that's tied directly to Apple Silicon, so we're just going to need to know how that's going to work. Then we have potential wildcard announcements and things that would be very boring, and hopefully that's not it, but those things that come to mind would be Apple Music Classical or even Fitness Plus for the Mac. Considering that Apple just recently added more Fitness Plus features, I guess that might make sense, but it doesn't make sense for the media members to receive a review embargo and briefing for those two products, but you just never know. Again, Mac Rumors has also learned that Apple will hold briefings later this week with members of the press and media, and the new devices ahead of review embargoes for the new products will be lifting next week, some say as soon as Monday, January 23rd. But I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Again, what are you excited to hear from Apple in 2023, and what are you hoping this new product announcement that should be coming tomorrow, January 17th, what are you hoping that product will be? Let me know in those comments down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.